Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation. And let's go. Well, guys, great vision. David, thank you.
Just want to go out with it.
And here's a look at some numbers for DeRozan.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Spurs, Derek White is out there with DeJounte Murray. Then it's DeRozan. Then there's Pirtle. And it's Walker in at the small forward position. So the San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. Hayward kicks to Walker. Offline with his 3. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Spurs. And the Celtics rebounding well this summer. From the loss of Kyrie Irving and Al Horford, Kemba Walker possibly a better fit for this team.
And with their young core, understandable that they didn't want to extend Horford out to age 37. A revamped roster, but I think they remain a contender in the East.
Now here's Murray. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Brown the pass to Walker. 3-pointer. Drops in the tray.
And he's kind of always had that shoot-first mentality for a point guard. And when you can shoot it like Walker, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
Here's Murray. Passes it to DeRozan. Over Tatum. And it's DeRozan missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Of course, the playoff seedings still jumbled a bit up in the air. Just how important you think it is to get home court advantage in the NBA playoffs in this era.
Historically speaking, Kevin, as you know, home court advantage is absolutely monumental, and it doesn't matter the round of the playoffs. It could be a conference semifinal or an NBA final. If you come down to a Game 7, that home court advantage can be the difference between winning and losing. You want as much in your favor, Kevin, as you know, going into the postseason.
Here's Walker, following the score by DeMar DeRozan. And Walker kicks to Hayward. Pass to Tatum. Just 5 to shoot. Beyond the arc.
Oh, that's a bad shot.
Hayward can hit. And here's DeRozan. Last game he had 13. Outside White. Here's Pirtle. Out to White. Outside DeRozan. Off target with his 3. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Their last encounter was in Boston.
Yeah, I mean, hard time shooting the rock in that one. But they also didn't give themselves the best look.
I think, Greg, even when you get quality looks, there was an inability to stay consistent. It is hard to win on a cold shooting night in today's NBA. The scoring is just too good.
Murray finds Pirtle. Goes back up. It's blocked.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. And you look at Jason Tatum able to play either forward position. Doris, do you think his future is at the 3 or at the 4?
I think he is interchangeable at either position because his scoring can be devastating. For Jason Tatum, it's really a matter of making sure he continues to gain strength, continue to be a force and factor on the defensive end, and probably enhance his footwork around the rim a little bit.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And a new group in for the Celtics. Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. Smart's checked in for Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. Mills, that's a two-pointer. San Antonio again missing. Boston leading by 3. Williams kicks to Tatum. For 3. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Jason Tatum is the complete package on the offensive end. He can drive it, he can get to the mid-range, and now the three-point shot.
Here's Forbes, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Smart.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws of the game. And the guard, Bryn Forbes, won back-to-back state championships as a high schooler in the state of Michigan. A couple years at Cleveland State, then transferred back to the state of Michigan and played at Michigan State.
And after that time at Michigan State, what's the price of admission?
I tell you, this guy is capable of some amazing finishes. Jason Tatum, my goodness.
And Mills kicks to Zeller. Here's Forbes, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Enes Kanter. San Antonio shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And the Celtics, Brad Stevens, one of the youngest head coaches in the league, and also one of the more respected.
And Greg, I was surprised that he didn't get any Coach of the Year votes 2 seasons ago. Think about it. The Celtics overcame injury to make the Eastern Conference Finals. Last season, he admitted his most trying in the 12 years as a coach. Boy, he is looking to get them back on track.
Pass to Bellinelli from outside the arc. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
In the corner, Tatum with it. 13 feet away. And another basket for Boston.
Boy, he's heating up fast coming out of the gate. 4 out of 5 from the field.
The feed to Forbes. And he converts the layup. Forbes has got 6.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And here's Tatum for 3. But they get it back. Tries again. Kanter's shot is off. Well, it was the Boston Celtics, their last game a loss to Milwaukee. Now Gabe. Boy, was he something else against Dallas. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for Boston. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we'll be right back after this. And in 2018, DeMar DeRozan opened up about his battles with depression.
A lot of people are ashamed to talk about it.
Yep, you love the honesty and the bravery to step forward and tell his emotional story.
Yeah, he opened a dialogue. Kevin Love following his lead to talk about anxiety. Athletes, as public figures, can have a broader impact than just entertaining, and we see it over and over again.
And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. They've got Jason Tatum. Williams is out there with Williams. Then there's Smart, and it's Wanamaker in at the point. Here's Smart. That shot off the mark. Spurs trail by 7. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. A second chance effort. It's good. Gay's got his first basket of the night.
And I like the energy of Gay, especially inside. He's incredible at getting to his spots in the paint.
Tatum on the wing. Bellinelli is covering. Fires from the line. Doesn't go that time. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. And that'll be the middle game of their 5 and their longest homestand of the year.
And Gay has incredible lift on these dunks. Tremendous at slamming it in when given room to fly.
Mills passes to Zeller. Now here's Mills, guarded by Tatum. Mills can't hit.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Of course, you and I were just talking about this as more and more players are going public with their trade requests. Do you think that's had a negative impact on the game?
Well, Kevin, I certainly think it makes long-term planning for NBA franchises a lot more difficult because contractually we are not seeing them hold true to the particular organization they may have signed that contract with. The reality is this in today's NBA. You've got to be nimble as an organization, and you have got to be attractive to them. And I mean that with great ownership, great leadership, and who are the players currently in your system. You have got to be incredibly nimble to be successful in today's NBA.
I think you're right on. Brown feeling it out a bit. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And you look at Jaylen Brown, the 3rd pick back in 2016. Doris, tantalizing strength and athleticism.
Well, the absolute definition of a perfect basketball body. Excellent first step. For him, it's all about aggressiveness. Bringing those tools to bear in terms of your basketball skill.
Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for San Antonio. And the 2nd free throw, good.
How exciting is Jaylen Brown as a basketball player? This guy is a skilled forward who loves showing off that ability to dunk the basketball.
Murray kicks to White. Outside DeRozan. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Brown outside. And Brown throws it down hard.
Oh, my goodness, Kevin. Brown finishes off the drive, not simply laying it in, but a message of authority on the dunk.
Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for San Antonio. 6-point game. And it's White missing. The Celtics have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all total.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Boston making a switch here. Cantor's checked in. Walker against Murray. A beautiful reverse layup.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Got his hand out enough on that one to bother the three-point attempt. Great hustle on that one.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
And making his return from the ACL tear, DeJounte Murray, long, athletic, and young. He still has a very bright future.
Hayward finds Kenner. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on DeRozan.
Kev, that is the strength of Enes Kanter on display. This guy is so good at staying with his shot, even when there's bodies around him.
And Murray winning second team all-defense in 2018. And Greg, at that time, he was only 21.
And that's been his strong suit. If he can hit perimeter shots consistently, he can be a star.
DeRozan's shot is good.
Well, to me, Kevin Harlan, you simply have to defend better than that. DeMar DeRozan has the vertical. He's super efficient in that area.
And it's Brown missing. For San Antonio, they've gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter, and they take the lead. Murray's got 10 points in the game.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Rejected by Walker. They get it back. Boston, no good that time either. Last game for the Spurs. They pick up the W against the Mavericks.
You don't like to count on points from your reserves, but they had some hot hands coming off the bench.
When you get that kind of a complete effort, that's a game you're going to win far more often than not.
Walker's shot is off.
And after nailing a three-pointer in the first quarter, he has yet to connect here in the second.
Now the pass to Pirtle. He feeds it to DeRozan. It's blocked.
Encouraging to see Cantor trying harder on the defensive end. There's height. There's ability to block shots. Go to work, Ennis.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's the Spurs. They lead by 3. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. They kept at it on both ends of the floor, and at the end of the period, they had a slight deficit of 3 points. They look like a more focused team in the second quarter, and what was an early deficit for them has turned into a 3-point lead at the break. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
Well, I thought that turning point was when the bench came in. Those guys really hustled, and they gave the team some energy, and then they started to score baskets. That was a bonus.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Celtics?
Ernie, they're taking way too many threes. The offense has no rhythm. They need to go back to the drawing board. Maybe try to get a little bit more transition, more off the pick and roll. Anything other than shooting that three. It's not going.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
They've got DeJounte Murray. Pirtle is out there at DeRozan. Then it's White, and it's Walker in at the 3. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. Celtics trail by 3. Over in the corner, Brown. Buries it from three-point range. Brown's got 6.
Well, to me, that's excellent timing from Jaylen Brown. He shoots with confidence, knowing his teammates trust him.
White dishes to Pirtle. Just so interesting to watch 7-footers who almost never shot three-pointers make that now a featured part of their game.
Give some credit to the coaches who recognized the game was being revolutionized and that three-point shooting, regardless of position, would become integral to success. So a guy like Marc Gasol, who actually fought the idea of taking threes, Brook Lopez, Nikola Vucevic, all of them have become more integral to team success and more capable NBA players because they can shoot the basketball. It's beautiful.
It is. Evolving and adapting at that size has been something to watch. And stolen by Tatum. Hayward passes to Tatum. He can't get it to go. Walker with some nice D. San Antonio trailing here. Pirtle up top. Murray against Hayward. Murray kicks to Pirtle. Here's Walker. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Offensive rebound. Nice shot by Pirtle. Pirtle's got it all tied up now for the Spurs.
Well, Kev, this team loves it when Pirtle can make an impact on the offensive glass. There's a lot of ways he can get his points, but this is an easy one.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Zeller, he's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Gay comes in for Walker. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Derek White. And it's Mills in for Murray. And a new group in for the Celtics. Williams, he's checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. Marcus Smart's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker.
And Gay, such a terrific athlete, outstanding at rising up and just bringing the hammer.
Smart finds Williams. And here's Tatum for three. And again, Boston with the triple.
Well, after netting one in the first half, that's the second deep ball to go down for this guy.
Guys, you talk about players coming in and with a huge impact. Jason Tatum showed he was more than ready to be an NBA star.
Rare do you see a player as polished and as impactful as Tatum. Stepped right in to be one of the top players on a top team with Boston. Fits their system perfectly, and really the sky is the limit for that young man.
Bellinelli, he's checked in for Zeller. Here's Mills. It's deflected, and he recovers it. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
Now a chance to see the numbers for Tatum. Just an incredible month of basketball. He's getting around 28 points per, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. Even if you key in on him all game, he still finds a way to get his numbers.
Right, the skill, the awareness, the physical ability, it's all there, and that's what makes this guy so hard to check.
And it's Mills with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. They trail by 1. Williams with the block.
The amazing thing about Williams, yeah, he can block shots inside, but he can also block shots out on the perimeter. His ability to play in space means he's more than just a rim protector. Doesn't care where you're shooting from.
To the middle, here's Forbes. The rebound by the Celtics.
Boy, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
Here's Tatum. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Very rare for players to be elite defenders from the moment they set foot in the NBA, but that was the case for Marcus Smart. A tremendous physicality to go with a pit bull disposition has made him downright scary at times at that end of the floor.
Enes Kanter's checked in for Boston. Boston leading by 5. Smart on the wing. A minute 50 left to play here in the third. Second chance shot. And it's Gay with the rebound. The Spurs shooting an ugly 27% since halftime. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
You know, Greg, defense forgiven for Marcus Smart. The growth necessary for him has been at the offensive end.
And now, finally making progress as a three-point shooter. Had already made strides with his passing. He's becoming quite the two-way player. Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Passes to Forbes. Gay outside. Here's DeRozan. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. And those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. Some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you. 6-second difference between shot and game play. Hands Stolen by Tatum. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Williams leading the charge. Smart. Williams kicks to Cantor. Top of the key, Wanamaker. Tatum on the wing. What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for Boston. And of everything he's doing well, it's his scoring that you point to first. Already 22 points in this game. Back to the action after this work. Now let's listen into the huddle of Brad Stevens.
Talked about it in the pregame.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And a look at the five for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Walker and Smart, the guards. Brown and Hayward, the duo at forward. And it's Cantor in at the five down low. And the basket by DeRozan.
Well, DeMar DeRozan, an all-star level player. This guy consistently delivers for his team.
And here's Walker outside. And that's collected by Gay. Gay's got his fifth rebound in this one. Murray kicks to Pirtle. Back to Murray. Excellent D from Cantor.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Here's Brown. Cantor trying to free himself up. Brown, good. And the Celtics lead by 5.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
Oh, shots.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Enes Kanter.
Yeah, easy call.
Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for San Antonio. And then for Boston, Daniel Tice comes in for Cantor. And it's Jason Tatum in for Marcus Smart.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
The kick out to Walker. The three from Tatum. San Antonio with the rebound. Pirtle's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. White looking around. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Rebound.
Gay inside. Guarded by Tatum. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
Nicely wide open.
Shot's good by Walker.
Why'd you leave him wide open?
Walker's got the game tied up here for the Spurs.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Tatum, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Jakob Pirtle.
How about the confidence from this young gun? Jason Tatum's length is tough to deal with inside, guys.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Murray, the pass to Pirtle. Poked away. It's stolen by Brown. Walker dishes to Tatum. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Tatum's got 4 this quarter.
I'll tell you, that defense was on point. But how about the better offense of Jason Tatum on his way to the cup? Woo-hoo!
San Antonio calls timeout.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. He told them this is gut check time. This is when it gets real and when it gets fun. We're here to play in these big moments. Let's make this one count. Kevin, by my count, that's 5 cliches.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
There is a deceptive quickness with Jason Tatum. When he's attacking the basket, it puts the defense in a compromising position. And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels. Well, it wasn't a perfect trip to the line, but it was good enough to stretch their lead to 2 possessions.
Nobody near game. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
and the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Hayward gets to Walker. Pass to Tatum. And Rudy Gay picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And slam dunk by Tatum.
This guy is so crafty on the drive. Wow, Jason Tatum, with his quickness and his length and the strides he's got, can score at will.
San Antonio calls timeout. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
I mean, he continues to burn them with his scoring. And the coaching staff's going to have to come up with a different approach defensively.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Jason Tatum.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight.
And gotta respect the attitude there of Gay. If it's an important point in the game, he demands the ball.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pert. So it's the Celtics now.
What?
Leading by 5. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Daniel Tice. That's his third foul of the game. San Antonio making a switch here. DeRozan's checked in. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
Demanded the basketball. He wanted the chance to be the deciding factor.
Oh no, what?
It's stolen by DeRozan.
That's not what I meant to pass to.
13 feet away. And it's good, 2 points. Now just a 1-point Boston lead.
Well, we know this about DeMar DeRozan. The mid-range has always been a special part of his game. And, boy, you do not want to let him start to cook from there. Well, Jason Tatum, in a big moment, he is unafraid.
Here's DeRozan. No good that time. And it's Boston the other way. And it's Walker penetrating, and he lays it straight in. Now it's a 5-point Celtic lead.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
DeRozan passes to Pert. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Tatum against DeRozan. Hayward on the wing. 6 to shoot. Boston needs to get off a shot. There's Brown with the 3. San Antonio with the rebound.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score.
What? Huh? It went out? Went out? Yeah, it went out.
Quick foul.
And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. San Antonio calls timeout. They're behind by 5. There's 25 seconds left in the game. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6.
And you always know what you're going to get from Walker from the line. He's been a solid, consistent free throw shooter his entire career.
Well, just knocking them down from the charity stripe, extending the lead. Simple basketball.
And it's White missing.
Okay, we're finally...
Walker finds Tatum. The shot's good on the assist by Walker.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes, Greg, when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.